Hey y'all, it's your girl Sia, and I'm back with another video. So the title of this video is How You Choose to Show Up. First off, I hope everyone is having a great day. Um, I'm having a good day. I can't complain. I'm actually on my way to the Chambers of Commerce for Denver. So that should be exciting. I'm excited to meet new people and network, um, and that should be fun. But I wanted to talk briefly about something because I think people forget that how you show up is everything, right? And so this is the reason why I wanted to talk about this is actually something that I noticed has been occurring on my Facebook and in my DMs, and I'm kind of sick of dealing with it, right? So I want to talk about this. Fellas, when you are in a woman's DM, right? I don't know about every woman. I cannot speak for every woman, but I am a real woman. I am not a woman that identifies with a male, nor is my life centered around a male, okay? And my IQ is above the average, fourth grader, fifth grader, right? And I'm laying out the foundation because I don't think men really know how to approach a woman like me. And I get we're all different, so every woman is just a tad bit different. But there are certain things that I'm just not willing to tolerate within a man. And so if I see that you're showing signs of certain behaviors that I really don't, get down with, I'm not going to really entertain you at all, right? And so there's a lot of men who approach me who fail miserably. And then they ask me why I'm being rude or why telling me things like calm down. These folks don't even know me, but okay, I'm telling you that's a red flag too. But here's the deal, you guys. I am not entertaining a man that cannot and refuses to read. It's that simple. Okay? Where I'm from, especially on a social media website, right, that has where I'm from written in bold words for everybody to see, I do not find this question to be a question that I should have to waste my time answering. Okay? Men have to understand just because you like me doesn't mean I owe you a goddamn thing. Right? Meaning that usually you like me, it's not the other way around until I get to know you, right? And I decide that, yes, this is a person that I like, I want to bring into my circle. Those things take time. Okay? So if you're asking me a question such as where am I from, when on my profile it states clearly where I'm from, anybody can see it if they actually read it and paid attention. I'm not the girl that's going to answer the question for the sake of caring about your feelings. Like, I don't care if you perceive my sarcasm to your stupid question to be any. Okay, well, that was stupid. To be anything other than a stupid question. And I want to be very clear. There are a million and one other questions you can ask a woman outside of where is she from? But what I've noticed is that question comes with a certain type of male. And see, I'm not here for it. Okay? I don't care about your feelings if you think that me not answering your question and or telling you to look at what's on my profile, because it's the truth. Any man that's really interested in me is going to fucking read about me before he inquires about me. It's really like that simple. And the reason why this is a red flag, and I want people to understand something. It is a red flag if something that takes literally like 2 seconds, it's not like complicated. These are men that are friends on my Facebook. So meaning that it's not very difficult to click on my profile and read where I'm from. Like that takes like 2 seconds, literally. So if you're too lazy to look at my profile and read, what does that say about you in a relationship? What does that say about you in your overall day-to-day life? It says a lot. And so, yes, I'm the type that's going to judge you based upon how the fuck you show up. And it doesn't have to make sense to you because let me be clear, any man that gets rah-rahed by how I talk, because I'm really not rude, I'm just very direct and to the point. Like, I don't have time to cater to a man I don't know, I don't have any feelings for, I particularly don't care for. I don't have time giving you couth and sugarcoating what should already be obvious. Like, we're all grown adults, right? No woman wants a man that doesn't know how to pay attention. No one woman wants a man that is not attentive. No woman wants a man that cannot read and chooses not to. Like, I mean, I guess there are some, but that's not my preference, right? And when I look at these kinds of men, it's the same phenotype of male. You can usually tell because he looks very dusty. His profile looks very dusty. 9 times out of 10, the fool does not have a job. I had some guy fucking blowing my phone up, my Facebook up, talking about, why are you ignoring me? Busy. That shit ain't cute, y'all. Like, I'm not the girl that's about to give you a dime. Right? You're not about to come stay with me because you're homeless. Like, hell no. So I don't even know. I don't appear to look like that kind of girl that's going to tolerate that shit. I don't really need a man in that aspect. So I'm not going to be taking care of you. Right? So I'm not exactly sure what these kinds of men think they're going to get out of me, but they continuously hit me up. And like I've said, they better be prepared. It's like this. If you're going to play out of your ballpark, right, you better be prepared to lose. It's that simple. I mean, because I am out of a lot of these men's leagues. Like, I got a whole career and stuff. Well, you could let me over. Oh, well. Oh, well. Let me over, you dumb fuck. You're going to honk, but you're not going to let nobody over. Oh, sorry. As long as you don't hit my car, I don't give a fuck. Better ask about me. Shoot. But anywho, they want to get all mad. See, I'm the girl that'll smile at you from the rear view while you all in a tiff because you refuse to let me. Okay. I don't I don't give a damn. Okay. These people drive very aggressive, and if you ain't keeping up with the time with them, you'll never be able to merge into some of these lanes. But anywho, my personality type, like, I've accepted it, right? I am not the girl that's just going to cater to no man, bow down to no man without receiving. Do you understand me? Meaning that if you're not in my life currently pay me, they pay me. Do you understand? Like, real talk, right? My boss is a man, right? The people that I adhere to, the men that I adhere to, add value to my life. So if you're in my DMs and you're asking me where am I from, just simply because you have nothing else better to do and you think I'm the girl you're going to be able to pull that shit with, I'm telling you now, you're going to be very disappointed. I don't care about your feelings. That is not my job to give a fuck, right? So I had a man, he hits me up and he's like, well, where are you from? Now, keep in mind, this is a line that a certain phenotype of male utilizes, okay? I understand if we're out and about and you don't know me and we're meeting face to face and then it's like, hey, where are you from? That's different. When the shit is written and it's in front of your fucking face, because you've been looking at my pictures enough, you've been liking my profile, stuff like that. So common sense would say, I want to know where this girl is from. Let me check on her Facebook page. Right? That's like a common sense thing. So when you're asking me where I'm from, that tells me that you're trying to start a conversation that is really baseless. It has no merit. There's no reason for me to have that conversation with you at all. None. And I'm not going to engage in that. It's not about being polite. It's not about being friendly. It's the fact that I don't have time to be answering stupid questions. Like, that's a stupid question. It's not even really stupid as much as it is lazy. So I'm gonna need y'all to know something. Men always getting this, well, why are you being so rude? Listen, this is how I talk. So if you feel like what I said to you was rude, because again, I'm never the one like, you dusty ass motherfucker. Like, that's not who I am. I'm just letting you know I'm not here for the bullshit. And I don't have to say it like that. I'm very short. I am to the point. And I asked this for, I said, listen, where I'm from is on my profile. Did you have a chance to read it? Like, that's just a common sense answer. I don't owe you an answer to tell you where I'm from just because you ask. And that's how a lot of these men behave. They're like entitled to a woman's attention. That may work for all these other women, but I'm not them. And this is what I had to keep explaining to my ex. I am not every other woman. So when you use these words of, well, other women, I don't give a fuck what other women are doing. They're not paying my fucking bills, are they? So I personally do not rock with every other woman. Therefore, I don't adhere to what every other woman does. I know what I do. I'm accountable for what I do, right? And I have no problem letting someone know, stop wasting my time. It's not going to happen. You don't have no job. You have no business in my... Can we go? Thank you. I don't give a fuck. You're going to go. You should not be on your cell phone, sir. Idiot. You're going to flip me off. Why? Because I honk? Because you're not going? Okay. Have fun with that, sir. Like, I don't give a fuck and I will do it again. Excuse my language. But, okay. I don't know why these men think like, and maybe it's because I'm a brown girl. Like, I don't know, but I'm like, homie, you ain't got no job. You texting me all day wondering why I'm ignoring you. Like, do you think that I would want to really be friends with someone who's got an issue because I'm not responding because I'm at work? Do you think that I would really want to be friends with someone, and I'm talking about in real life? Facebook is different than real life. That thinks that I'm communicating is rude and, oh, I need to calm down. Like, is that really a person I really want to spend time with? Nah. Because what it tells me is the moment I call this person on their shit, right? The moment I hold them accountable for their behavior, right? Now, all of a sudden, the conversation, calm down. Calm down. Why are you so aggressive? See, they're already telling me who they are prior to me even dealing with them. The dude talking about I was rude. No, I was not. Not at all. And like I told him, I mean, that's a you problem if you perceive me to be rude. I can be rude. And I promise you, at the time of me being rude, that ain't gonna be no question, because I will gladly let you know I'm being rude, right? That's what people miss with me. Like, I'm so honest. I have no problem. I'm not a passive person. I mean, I can be, but I'm really not. I'm just saying. I'm really like, let's keep it 1,000. So if you're approaching a woman like me, understand, and this is where men fall short too. I don't speak the way that I look, right? I look very pretty. I'm a very pretty little dainty little flower, but trust and believe there's a whole lot of bite behind my bark. I do not have time for simple-minded, mediocre men. I'm not going to tolerate it, because I know that if I was to entertain anything, it's not going to work out. It's not. So understand, men, how you show up. And I'm talking about from the very moment, even in times where you're thinking, oh, I'm just being nice. Oh, I'm just being polite. Oh, I just want to get to know you. Because that's what y'all try to use this. Oh, I'm so sick of that shit. I don't give a damn what you trying to do. If you do not show up properly, I'm not fucking dealing with you. Because again, we're not, and this is the thing too. this question of where you're from, right? Again, if I'm meeting someone for the first time face to face and or that information is not readily available, right? It would make sense why you ask that question. And then that's actual topic. But 9 times out of 10, if you're reading, if you're really into somebody, right? Like women do this shit all the time. If I want to know who you are, do you know I've already looked at your profile? I already know what I'm looking for. I had a guy who was trying to talk to me in my DMs, right? And I looked at him. I said, "Okay, you're all right. You're handsome. You look like you kind of have yourself together. All right, let's at least say hello back. Let's conversate. Whatever." I had already done all my research. So he reached out to me, and it was like maybe 3 days before I responded. I had already Facebooked him, looked him up, looked at all his pictures. So I already knew a lot about him. And now I have all these questions because you're trying to talk to me, but your profile don't look like you're available. In fact, you look a bit married, right? So as he's trying to run his game, I'm like, okay, but what about this chick? What about this? Right? What's going on with this? Right? Because you're not wasting my time. I'm only interested in building with people I can see a future with. It's that simple. I'm not here to cater to your potential. Like, that's not, I don't got the time for that shit. I'm not here to teach you. I'm not here to be a mentor. If I'm going to spend time, and this is how I am with my friendships, the people currently in my life, these people add value to my life. Do you understand me? We ain't just conversating for the sake of conversating. Like, I do not have that time. And it pisses off a lot of men when they're not able to waste your time in attempts to try to manipulate you. Low key, this is tax season. I ain't got time to be texting you all damn day long about where I'm from. Like, that's a fourth grade question. Like, can you step your game up, sir? Do you understand me? Out of all the men on my Facebook, I got about 2,500, maybe give or take. You mean to tell me that all these men you think that you're the only man in my DMs? This is what men fail to realize too, but I also understand that men do for women as they feel about them. So meaning that these men are just running through women's DMs. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with their lack of self-control. But when you ain't got no job, you ain't got no career, you ain't got no skill set, you ain't got shit to your name, not a place, not nothing, you ain't got no business trying to talk to me at all. At all. And it's obvious when these men don't have this shit. It's not like it's a guessing game. It's obvious. Your Facebook look like you ain't shit. So why the fuck are you in my DMs? You ain't got no business with me. I can't do your taxes if you ain't got no job. You ain't got no business. So why the hell are you reaching out to me? And see, I'm very quiet. See, these are things that I should be saying to the people as they doing it. But my thing is this, if I really had to use my words to tell you how I feel, I'm not going to be too nice about it. Because in my mind, I shouldn't even have to have that conversation with you. Like, I don't even know why I'm having to tell you, bro, I'm out of your league. I shouldn't even have to say that to you. You should automatically know based upon the job that I have, the car that I drive. Like, these things are common sense and it's not hidden knowledge. The way that I look, the way that I carry myself, the things that I buy, right? All of that screams out of my league. My ex had the nerve. Well, I'm gonna stop referring to exes as exes. My mistake. He had the nerve to say, well, my ex was never my type anyway. Duh. We knew this. This is why I was treated like shit, right? You don't treat the woman that's really for you like shit, do you? I would think so. I would hope not, right? But when it really boils down to it and you look at the circumstances, the reason why I'm not your type is you can't afford me. You would much rather have a woman that's not really into materialistic things, right? This is what these men say to humble women, right? Nigga, no, it's not that you're not into materialistic shit. You just don't have any money to afford materialistic shit. Do you understand me? So, because on Valentine's Day, I go buy myself a 200, maybe 300, maybe 100, depends on my budget. But I always go buy me a nice piece of jewelry, and I'm working my way up, y'all. My numbers are small right now, but they getting bigger. Okay, that's the plan. I go buy me a nice piece of jewelry. You could barely afford the soda that you bought at 7-Eleven. Of course, I wouldn't be your type. Do you see what I'm saying? That ain't no dig. That's the obvious. The fact that you still talking about me a year later, that says a lot, but whatever, right? Sometimes men have to make themselves feel better about their poor choices, and I get it. Okay, cool. But understand, men have to start paying attention because y'all get so mad with rejection. Y'all ready to fight over rejection, right? Y'all ready to get mad at the woman, cuss her out, call her all types of names. Now she's rude. Now she's a bitch. But if you were reading the room properly and the circumstance properly, you would know that you had no business approaching that woman to begin with. You understand me? I am above a lot of these men that be trying to hit on me. I don't get it. I don't never get a normal ass fucking man. It's always some dude that's looking for a fucking captain save a hoe, and I'm not here to save a hoe. Do you understand me? For real. Okay? I don't care how old I get. I will never, like, I've been there, done that. I will never settle for a man that needs my money, needs my resources to take care of him. I'm not doing it. And I'm okay with dying alone if that's how bad this is in this day and age. Right? I'm okay with that. As long as God is fine with me, I'm fine with me. Do you understand me? So that's where I'm at, y'all. Y'all got to do better in the way that you show up. Because listen, y'all are, and to keep it a buck, right? I'm not a nigga. I'm not a dude. I'm not a man, right? However, your game sucks when you've got to ask me like real stupid questions like where you from when that information is on my Facebook page, ready and available for anybody who wants to know. That tells me that your IQ would not allow you to ask me something more deeper than that, right? Well, let's get to a real conversation. Now, being that like where I'm from and where I live are two different places. Now, if you ask me, well, how do I see on your profile that you are from here, but you live in this city? How did that come to be? That's a more thought out process question, right? That's a question that has a little bit of substance. And if I like you enough, I may answer that question. But this stupid ass what's 2 + 2 type of questions, like, bro, like, y'all gotta read the room and understand when you're dealing with an intelligent woman, unless she is really dumb, she ain't about to be dealing with all that. You just gonna be left on red 9 times out of 10. So that's my take on it, y'all. I just wanted to give some advice. If y'all are trying to pull some of these, y'all got to understand not every woman is different. I mean, is the same, which means that your approach has to be different based upon the kind of woman that you're talking to. I'm not necessarily saying a bum can't get a woman that's got her shit together. But I would assume that as a bum, you would have a lot more game and skill, right? In terms of charm and conversation than asking these silly questions. I'm not a girl for silly questions. I'm not tricks up for kids. I'm not a rabbit. I'm not none of that, right? So asking me silly questions will always result in a silly ass answer. You understand? Know your audience, know who you're reaching out to. If the woman is a professional and it's obvious she is a professional, then maybe you should start appealing to her intellect. The problem, though, is a lot of y'all are not intelligent enough to really even have a dialogue that is somewhat intelligent. You understand? That is a problem. And I mean, at our age, it ain't my job to teach you. It ain't my job to be patient with you. It's not none of that. I don't have to do that because there's no excuse for it. None. Come on, hurry up. Sheesh. Taking 20 years to freaking turn. Okay, don't be holding me up though. Like if I let you in, you better drive. The fuck? People are fucking annoying. But anywho, y'all, that's what I gotta say on the matter. I think that's why I stay with men in my DMs. I can never get to ever first base with them because the reality of it is they don't even know how to get to first base. They think it's on the woman to like chase them. And no, I chase my paper. You know what I mean? Like my money is my money. Like that's most important. Me being able to feed my kid, put a roof over her head, and be it not be walking in the fucking cold, like in my opinion, that is so much more important than being in a relationship. That will always be 10 times more important than dealing with some man. So, as a man, and I'm just saying it because I know I'm not the only one that thinks this way. There are women who think like this, and this is why more and more men are failing. Y'all are not even able to get a piece of tail because you don't know how to talk to women. I would think that that's a problem. What the fuck are you doing? What an idiot. I would think that that's the problem. I'm just saying. And part of that is y'all really do not know how to communicate with women. And then this dude, let me tell you, he got to a point with me because you should not be bothering me. The moment I tell you I'm at work, I don't know why you're still DMing me. I don't know you enough to want to stop what I'm doing at work to be DMing you. Like I'm really that girl. I don't have the time nor the patience to be dealing with trying to get to know somebody that I don't even know if I really want to know. So if I tell you I'm at work or any woman tells you you're at work, as a man, you should never be letting her know all I got to do is be on Facebook. I have nothing else better to do but to be on Facebook. I had another guy hit me up, same thing. He hits me up, looks dusty. I mean, literally, I went through the whole, I'm like, come on now, God. Like, God be really, I don't know if he's trying to make sure that I love myself or what. But I can never get a normal ass dude. Okay? Like, these dudes are really out here like bums, look like bums. They don't care what their image looks like, they don't care what they look like on social media. They do not care. Okay? Dude has got about 2 or 3 pictures, right, that you can really see of his face. And that's another thing, man. Y'all in these pictures, I don't know what be going on with y'all's picture taking, but y'all, a lot of y'all fail again in that arena. Okay, some of y'all pictures be looking like Creepo and Jeffrey Dahmer, and we don't really do that shit over here. You understand me? Okay. Dude has got nothing but video games. Now, y'all, I've been playing Call of Duty now that they kind of, because I can tell they upgraded Call of Duty. And I don't have a system anymore, but I am a gamer at heart. I'm actually really good, okay? I grew up with game systems all my life. I done played all the games you could possibly think of outside of the new ones, right? And I mean, if it's a male sport, I don't play them, but I have played them in the past because my dad used to, my dad was big with technology. We had the Sega Genesis, the Nintendo, the PlayStation, the Xbox 360. So when it comes to video games, the only reason why I don't play them is I don't have the time. Okay. So I get the addiction, I get the rush, I get it. I've been playing Call of Duty like it's nothing lately. In fact, me and my daughter played together. So, and she really shouldn't be playing Call of Duty, but whatever. She done already been hip to it, so fuck it. We might as well play together. Um, but outside of that, y'all, I don't really want to see a man that's grown. You're older than me, I would think, right? With nothing but video games all on his Facebook. Like, to me, that's not attractive. It's like, well, what else do you do? Right? Is it all video games or do you do other things? And I don't think men know, and I'm giving y'all game. I don't think y'all know how important that is for women to see that y'all are capable of doing other things outside of being lazy. Men who don't know how to work with their hands, and I mean really work. You need to be able to change my car tire. If you don't know how to do that, like, you're automatically unattractive. Automatically. Y'all have to get back to whatever the fuck men was doing, because this shit that y'all are pulling, it's not cute. Okay? I know some of y'all are desperate. Y'all ain't got nowhere to live. Y'all looking for women to take care of you, but you need to be able to read the room, man. You need to know what kind of women you can do that with and what woman you better off leaving alone. And it's unfortunate that not enough women see. You get a successful woman, a professional woman, or a woman that you think is of a level of prestige or whatever, and they sitting here tolerating this shit, knowing better. I'm not a fucking pick me. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking Rick Ross's girlfriend. You feel me? I don't give a damn if you pick me or not. That ain't gonna change the fact that I'm pretty as hell. That ain't gonna change the fact that I look good. Like, and that's important as a woman. Like, that's one of the top 10 important things. It ain't gonna change the fact that I got money in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? I already got my kids, so it ain't a matter of me not having kids. I can, that ain't even a topic of conversation. So understand that y'all have to be able to come more to the table with some shit than outside of this stupid surface level, fourth grade level of conversation, right? That's one of the reasons why I could not redo this with my ex, any of my exes, to tell you the truth, because I met them in a completely different space. You guys have to understand this. I was a pick me when I met all of my exes. You understand me? So the person I am now, of course they couldn't tolerate, because that's not who they fell in or they claim to like, right? Or claim to fall in love with. I'm not that girl no more. So I'm letting y'all know now, women need to wake the hell up, because this is shit you can really nip in the butt if you start listening to what men are saying and what they are asking, and you start paying attention to their behavior. It's easy to spot these red flags. It's very easy. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. And I'm not the girl that's willing to see that kind of red flag and be thinking we gonna figure it out, because I've been there, done that. Right? There's a difference in a man that's got himself together and maybe stumbled down a little bit, versus a man that does not have himself together at all, does not have an intellect to even have a conversation. He doesn't even have the capacity to really resonate with you at the level that you are. And because I know the kind of woman that I am, I know what I need from a man, right? I know what I expect from a man. I know that if you get with me, my expectations of you are very high, just as they will be of me. It's no different. And if you are not willing to be the best version of yourself possible, it will never work. Because my frustration will always lie in the fact that you're willing to be mediocre. You're willing to settle for less because it's easier. In my mind, because I'm not wired that way, I will never understand it. Do you understand me? So I'm not, I don't believe in giving folks a try where they're not even trying. Right. And that where you from question, there's a certain, I'm telling you ladies, pay attention to the men in your DMs. Pay attention to the questions that you're being asked repeatedly, because these are questions that men, it's like every man, I don't know what it is, but this certain phenotype of man, it's like a repeat, like they're on repeat. Like the same one, you could be talking to a completely different man, but they gonna ask the same stupid ass questions. It's weird. So that's my take on it, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I gotta say on the matter. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.